Good day. Hi. There we go. Ah, there we go. Finally. Hey, hope everybody's well. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Or night. Yes. Good day or night. Absolutely. Yeah. So I did a lot of work with the chat app. I hope it looks a lot better. So you guys need to tell me. That's one thing. Second thing is I hope the sound is okay. I realized, what was it, on Sunday with the after hours in the GHOSTSHELL stream, I think it was 11 minutes in, I sounded like completely like I'm in a bucket or something. Sound was terrible. And I think it was my fault. I had these fancy, I guess, audio filters that are like a noob. I never thought of, like adding the filters, taking a recording and just playing it back. I just, thought it would be a nice thing. But yeah, I don't know, it's like, I can't remember what it was called, but it was just completely, it's supposed to help when you like shouting in the mic, so that it doesn't blow your ear off type thing. But I don't know. I think I overdid it or something. But I think the only thing I realized, I just need some isolation, and that's it. I just have like a humming sound sometimes, which I think I fixed now. So yeah, hopefully, I think it will sound okay. I did do like a test and it sounded okay, but you can only test these things up until the point where you just have to go live and see. So yeah, let's see who was first. Evolving Features, welcome. I think you were first, right? Unknown first again. I thought, looks to me like you might be first, man. Congratulations. Definitely first on Twitch. And then Doctrace, hi, welcome. Welcome. Evolving Fetus says, yeah, the sounds okay now. That's good. I think this chat looks cool. Really cool. Unknown. Yeah, he's got a trick up his sleeve, I think. He always gets in there. Let's see. So let's just. So yeah, I've decided to give up on playing with LinkedIn chat because like it never works properly. I'm actually supposed to. I was gonna leave a message in LinkedIn just to say like, come and follow on YouTube if you want to interact, because it's just such a nightmare on LinkedIn. I was supposed to do something. I wanted to do, yes, copy. Just want to leave this in here. It's good. Okay. Yeah, LinkedIn has live streaming, believe it or not. Did I do it now? Yeah, LinkedIn is not geared for it. It's not as much fun as Twitch and YouTube, but it's fine. Okay, so now I don't have to worry about that. And then what I want to, okay, I did boot up my machine. I'm rocking a button phone with no internet and no social media. Yeah, I sometimes miss those days. I miss those days where you can like throw the phone against the wall. It bounces off in like 7 different pieces. You put it together and it works fine. These days you look at the phone wrong and it's like cracked. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's put this chat. I feel like this chat is always not what I want to do. Can it not go there? I'm just rearranging my desktop. Oh, it doesn't wanna go there. Got like a small screen that I use to monitor the feed. And my chat window doesn't want to go there. It's fine. Okay, let's see if I can. You can crop windows in Streamlabs. Yeah, I'm not using OBS. I'm trying Streamlabs out now. Yes, but that's fine. I think it looks, the chat looks okay. So I want to, so this is the next scene. So it was supposed to move the chat, but we'll see if it populates. Otherwise I'm gonna have to play with it. So yeah, HackSmarter, that's first up. So that's going to be the first half of the stream. We're going to carry on with BITSTREAM. So hopefully tonight will be a lot smoother. We had some weird issue where my home network was clashing with the range network. So yeah. Hey Dog Trace. So hopefully that's not the case. Oh, there we go. Watching Portugal versus Croatia, nice. One day left on Twitch. Oh wow, dude. Oh wow, thanks, thank you. And I've got a proper overlay for you there. Oh, thanks for the subs. Oh, thanks, thank you, I appreciate it so much. Thank you, Vandal, for the subscription. Hashcat, Nick, Nit, Kirosek, welcome. Almivar Smith, welcome. And Flark, I hope I'm saying it right, but yeah. Thank you so much, Evolving Fetus. Really appreciate it. Wow. You spoil me. So where were we? BitStream. BitStream. Let's get stuff up. I've been playing so much with the layouts and stuff. I'm still starting up my box. There should be a bit more real estate. Just yeah, tell me if it needs to be bigger. I think the size looks okay. I tried to stick to the previous size because I know it worked. But yeah, I'm just optimizing some. I did change the top menus, made it a bit smaller just to give myself more space, because you don't need like it huge, as long as you can see what's going on. And then the idea, yeah, for the stream, if you're new to the stream, welcome. If you haven't been here before. So I'm HaxrByte. I've got like 20 years in cybersecurity. Pen testing, red teaming, that's what I do every day, all day long. Yeah, loads of experience. So if you have any questions, cybersecurity related, pen testing related, red team related, or like CTF related, you're more than welcome to ask. So I use these streams, I use CTFs to train my hacker brain, or to train your hacker brain. So I want to show you like the methodology and the way of thinking of on a CTF. So we can't show real world environments, but we can use CTFs to simulate attacks and stuff on the real world. Now, that's one of the reasons why the HackSmarter ranges are so good. It's just because there's multiple machines. Currently, we're busy. There's like 3 ranges open on the HackSmarter. Well, uploaded. We completed Dark Haven, which was a medium one. It was interesting, very, very interesting. I think we learned a lot there. BITSTREAM is the one I started last week. I had some troubleshooting issues when my VPN was connected, but I couldn't get to the right boxes, etc. And then what we found out was, thanks to Dark Trace, he spotted my local network was conflicting with the Rangers network, so I couldn't get to the very first pivot box, which was very important for the way BITSTREAM was designed. And the reason, what I wanted to say was, the reason why these ranges are so nice for practicing is because they've got multiple machines, which is like something like Hack the Box is very good to test too. But if you do single boxes on Hack the Box, they've got like it's called Pro Labs, I think, and they've got multiple machines in those, but typically their CTF boxes are just single boxes, so you can't really test the relationship or take advantage of the relationship. But there is a following coming through now. Nice. You can't take advantage of the relationships, which is often the case in real life networking, real life customers and real life networks. So like in this case, for example, if you look in this range, BITSTREAM, it's an easy rated range, but there's like 3 different segments. It's external, subnet 2 and subnet 3. Now, I think I read somewhere, we'll go through that now, but you don't have direct access to, say, subnet 3 from here. So you have to use like a jump box, or you have to pivot somewhere to be able to get to 3, which is a very realistic thing that you need to do in real life when you're pen testing or red teaming. That's a very, very common thing. You sort of like pivot, you get like a pivot point or entry point into a network, then you can use that to further your position, escalate privileges, or what we then call, if you move like from one system to the other system, is called lateral movement, which is a very common thing in red teaming. I think I'm maybe falling behind on the chat. So Dark Trace said something. Oh yeah, the football's on, or how they say in America, the soccer. I'm gonna annoy all the UK guys now with calling it soccer. Don't see me. Yeah, well, it is. Ninjutsu, maybe I have my Ninjutsu smokescreen up. Evolving Fetus says yes, maybe you do. Yes, I said thank you for the follow. Netkirasek, awesome. Dark Trace, your chats. He says your chats are not appearing. Yeah, I think it was just a bit slow. I think it's catching up now. There was a hype train, awesome. Dark Trace testing his chats, and there we go. We see your chats. Awesome. Like you guys see, I've changed it a little bit, slightly. It might be a bit smaller than usual. I guess I can make it a bit bigger. Yeah, thank you. I think the most important thing is the sound, to be honest. And yeah, that's what I really screwed up last on Sunday, was the sound. I had to, yeah, I mean, I was vertical streaming as well, and I actually took that video down just because I couldn't deal with that sound. I'm thinking of redoing episode 1 and then taking that video down, but Yeah, I didn't like that sound at all. Anyways, and also I made a nice little video counter at the bottom so we can see who's up. So 2 people on Twitch, 4 on YouTube, and 1 person on Kick. So lonely on Kick. You should get your friends to come and watch this awesome stream. Okay, enough yapping. I need to start this range at some point because I know it takes a couple of minutes. Did it start? Yeah. I should have started it already. Okay. Maybe while we wait for that, I don't know if you're new to the stream. I've been working on this Command Vault application, which is, I sort of see it as a cheat sheet on steroids. If you don't know what a cheat sheet is, something common that we use in cybersecurity. It's like a list of all your commands that you use. And the reason we use cheat sheets is because you sort of know the attack that you want to do, but because the commands are sometimes pretty complex and they've got all these parameters that you have to remember off the top of your head, username, password, etc, etc, etc. Some tools are similar, some aren't. So we use cheat sheets just to have a list of all the commands that we like and that we use commonly, so without having to remember them. Now I built this one, now to just give you a little bit of an idea, if you log in there, the link, I guess I can share the link. Let me grab the link. If you guys want to check it out, it is free to use. So I've got another cheat sheet I was building while live streaming, and this was, I mean, I've got obviously so many notes. I'm like a bit of a compulsive note taker, but this cheat sheet I started when I started live streaming, just so that I'm sure it's up to date and, well, current for CTF use. And it's basically just a list of commands, as you can see, some of the common things that you would use during Active Directory attacks. Now in the GHOSTSHELL command vault, there's these drop downs: Pentest, CTF, Red Team, Basic, and Advanced. Now CTF is this one this is this command set. Pentest is a more general one. There's a lot more commands in here, a lot more than the others. You can see by the numbers here, like reconnaissance has got 42 commands. There's some buffer flow over stuff in there, Windows previous escalation. But in CTF, much smaller, 12, 12, 8, 8, just because this is more focused. And I wanted to build it like that on purpose. Some Red Team specific things, and then some basic commands. If you're just starting out, these are some of the basics, and then some of the more advanced ones. So I built these categories in, but I want to try and focus on this CTF one, and this one I'll keep up to date and keep updating it as I live stream. What is nice about the GHOSTSHELL command vault is there's a My Vault section. Now this is your section. This is a section that's local to you, so it sits in the browser's local cache, and here you can add your commands, your variables, and your notes. Some notes if you want. I'm going to be populating that because I did it last time, but somehow I think I reinstalled my browser and it wiped the local cache, so I have to do that again. So I'll do that very quickly. It's all built for ease of use. So I think the stream the range should be up now. Let's go ahead and start the VPN and see if we can get to some of it. Let's stream. Oh, cool. Dr. says Croatia is currently winning. And Evolving Fetus reckons Norway will take it. Dude, I have to say I love the Viking row that that Norway does. That's really awesome. That's really cool. BITSTREAM. Okay, let's stop Tmax. Where are we? VPN. BITSTREAM. Here we go. Start up the VPN. So another thing that makes HackSmarter different than other platforms is it keeps state. So when you play with HackTheBox, every time you shut your machine down, anything that you changed on that machine, like a foothold or you change the user account, every time you shut it down, it's reset to its original state. HackSmarter keeps your state. So if you uploaded a beacon or anything like that, or change the username and the auto password, it keeps that for you. So when you start it up, it's ready to go again. Let's see if we can go to web bitstream.hacksmarter. That looks good. So this is the range that that my network was. My home network is still that range. All I did was I changed my VPN from bridge to shared, so it nets the IP instead of having its own IP on the network. Evolving Features. I'm not a footballer, but yeah, I saw the Rose stuff. Been everywhere in the world, it seems. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Recommend running multiple VMs. Yes, for sure. If you can, if your machine can handle it, obviously. If you run beefier stuff like Windows, for example, you probably need more memory because you need to dedicate more memory to your virtual machine. I'm running Kali. It's not too memory intensive. I can't remember how much memory I allocated to it, but it runs pretty smoothly. But yeah, I'm only running one VM at the moment currently because I'm streaming from this machine as well as running the VM, so I don't want to strain it and use resources. Darktrace, by the way, did you ever have the issue with the Kali panel plugin where it does not show the interface IP for the HackSmarter VPN? Yes, I had that lots of times. I've actually, if you look up here, I've written my own one now and disabled the Kali plugin because the Kali plugin is flaky. So this one, I don't know if you guys you should be able to see that. Evolving Future says 192 gig of RAM. Yeah, I think you're good, dude. I think you are definitely good. So let's just see hosts. Oops, sorry, hosts. Here we go. So I just want to copy these across. I'm going to stick to just the names because we want to we don't have to worry about the IP addresses. I'm just going to copy them into the ghost file quickly. So you can have like a remote host like this. So I can copy it in there and then just focus on web.bitstream for now. So what it will do, it will swap out all the commands in the cheat sheet with that target IP. I also like to do my local IP address for some commands. It's nice to have that in there too. Okay, and then sorry, I can't type. 211.2. Okay, and then local port we can do 1337 for lead, obviously because we are lead. Oh no, sorry, the other way around. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is, yes, this is lead. And then the domain will be BITSTREAM dot HackSmarter. We don't have to worry about the DC. We'll do the users later. You'll notice here I've got a hash and a target URL that if you don't need them, you can just turn them off. You go manage, and if you want to, like, say if I don't want the hash there now, I can take that off, and target, for example, I can take those off and just have like a cleaner menu. Okay, evolving feature says planning on running Kali VMs, but I don't know where to start really. I don't know any Linux, but enjoy high skill ceilings and going face first into fire. Yeah, install Kali, start playing with it. What's nice about Kali, it's got most tools automatically installed. That's why most people use them. Darktrace says, there we go. I ran a refresh on my, okay, now the chats. Now your chats are not so delayed. Nice. Nice. So what I typically like to do also, because I can do multiple my variables, and this is probably something that that could be nice, is so you add that target, you can add more. So that's the SQL, and then it's share.bitstream, which is M. That's the last one. Share workstation. And DC. Okay, and then save the list. So then what that helps you to do is, if you go into the targets, you enable lists there, and you've got a drop down, so you can change the targets there, and that feeds off this list in the variables. Domain I don't need to worry about, and this is nice for usernames, passwords, etc. We can, the nodes are pretty self-explanatory. BITSTREAM, and then it's normal markdown, so we are going after web, TCP port 80, I think, HTTPS. We're not going to use this for nodes. Well, I'll use motion. This is just could be a nice place to just keep notes, keep light notes, I guess. And it will add like another, as like a little note to there. You can have the layout, you can't see it now, but you can have the layout like in little cards as well. Darktrace, by the way, did you, okay, you've got, by the way, did you ever have to plug, yes. Oh, everything came through again. All your chats came through again, that's fine. I had to get Claude. Blessploid, thank you for following. Appreciate that. I think these overlays, they're working nicely. Now I also know when the following comes on. Doctor says I had to get Claude to remake the script to show the IP address. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Recon tool on GitHub made by Black Lantern Security. Tool is called BBBot. I use it in a lot of frameworks. Okay, we can check that out. let's see. Blackland security. What? Okay. Nice. Cool. I'll make a note of this and then we can check it out. I'll check it out and yeah. Where do I want to save it? Otherwise. Cool. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so Notion. So what we did is last week we did finish the Nmap scan. It's got port 22, port 80 open, and we realized that it didn't allow password logon, only SSH keys. So that's good. It's a plus. And then we ran nuclei, but it didn't give us much. But we wouldn't. I don't know if it's worth running it again, or if we should maybe just have another look at it. Let's see. So it's HTTP web.bitstream .com HackSmarter. Evolving Features says, do people typically make their own VPN or VPS? No, not really. That VPN file is just a configuration file, but I'm sure it's using OpenVPN on the back end. So OpenVPN is an open source VPN server that people use that encrypts traffic with certificates. So it forms a VPN tunnel. That's quite common to use on CTFs. So it's called OpenVPN. It's an open source VPN. I think it runs on pretty much every platform. Something for home use that you don't, it's a bit more straightforward. If you want to use it for connecting back to your home, something like Tailscale. But that's I think everybody the hype these days. Cool. Okay, so this is our target machine. Let's see if nuclei does anything different. So nuclei, is it -H? I always forget. See, that's why I built this. Is there one? No. It should be 2 matches. Okay, there we go. -U. Okay, so what I do, it's got quite a quick search function. So I was looking for the command, and there it popped up, and it auto-populated our host. So what I can do now, I can just press the copy button there. So it copies it to my clipboard, and then I can just run that like so. So typically, Doctrace asks, do you typically use Tailscale for internals? No, we don't. We use OpenVPN. So we've got a pfSense firewall that we run. I'm not too sure where it's run, but we've got a pfSense firewall, and on the pfSense firewall we've got an OpenVPN server connecting there, and then we get the devices to connect, or the customers to connect to our VPN. Hey XR, welcome. We are having fun. Yes, we're always having fun. I hope you're doing well. What's nice about Nuclei, I see it's not only limited to web, but what is nice, one thing to remember about Nuclei, it's got so 10,043 templates at the moment, but it reduced it and only runs applicable things. So only on the open ports where it's got applicable things to run, it will run. So it scales it down for you. So Nuclei is a pretty powerful tool. You can create your own triggers. I can't remember what they're called, but you can expand them. Express fingerprint. Cross origin. Detect express. So there's nothing that jumps out. Now, typically for a web server, you would do a try and run a directory discovery. Now I think we did that, but when we switch halfway through the stream, I switched to Hack the Box, and I think when I did that, I killed the actual scan. Here's the output. It was so it was redirecting portal. It had login, CSS features. Let's go there. So features. Oops, can't spell. Features like that. Okay, that gives us the features of the okay, so it's got global centers. These aren't clickable. And then not there. Login. That's probably going to be more interesting for us. So that we need an email and a password for. So this is internal access for BITSTREAM employees only. So that's interesting. Did we take a screenshot of that before? It's just always a good idea to get into the habit of taking screenshots and taking evidence and it's just sort of a habit, but if you want to get into pen testing, you're going to have to do this when you report, have screenshots. So I always like to take screenshots. Let's take it like that. Let's log in. Okay, that's big. Can I change it? Maybe not. Oh, there we go. Cool. Sweet. Okay, so that's cool. So what else was there? So that was log on. Log on. login, sorry, login and portal. Yeah, logout's not that interesting. Portal. Just forwards today. And then I think we looked around, start your free trial. That doesn't work. Features, that's where we were just now. Pricing. Get a quote. Is that the same as this one? Pricing, get a quote. Looks like it. And then log on. This is the log on yourself. And get a quote. I think we did do like a quick test for company name is test, email test, HaxrByte.com, and then test, submit request. Okay, interested in your enterprise features, fill out the form below and an account manager will get back to you shortly. I think so, it might be. XSS. So this gets sent to a person, okay? So if we send somebody something, they're gonna probably look at it, so they might click it, right? So yeah, it could be cross-site scripting. Could be cross-site scripting. I mean, we can check for that. Let's see. Here we go. Cross-site scripting. Cheat sheet. Remember I was... Oh! I can ask my cheat sheet. XSS. No. Let's try pen test. Okay, here's a couple. So this is some... Let's try this one. Let's see if we can pop up an alert box. Oops, wrong key. Copy. Okay, so we said test test at HaxrByte.com. Okay, let's see if we run this, we submit this request. Okay, so we're probably not gonna, it's probably gonna be it's not reflective because otherwise it will pop up. Now the thing is, so with cross-site scripting, it happens on the client side, so it happens on my side. It doesn't happen on the server side, but there's sometimes the opportunity to like get into you know, steal like a cookie, I guess. And I almost think like that's CTFs, that's pretty common. Yeah, blind XSS, definitely, yeah, because you can't see that. But it stayed full. Let me just see. So okay, just catch up on chat quickly. Okay, so Darktrace says it looks vulnerable to cross-site scripting. Evolving features. I ran a local hosted Apache server when I was a kid, 13 to 14 years old. Needed it for my World of Warcraft private server, sure, but it ended up being a place where I posted images for fun. Good. And MySQL as the database. That's cool. That is a good reason to play with that. And then Dark Trace says yes, cross-site scripting. Yes, session hijacking, that's what I was thinking. Send Logic! Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. It's awesome to have you. It looks to be blind SQL. Yes. It might be sending to the admin or to somebody else. It's not necessarily the admin, but so if I look at, I think the cookie SS cookie steal, we can try this and see what it does. See, what's nice about the GHOSTSHELL command vault is it populates my localhost IP there, so I can just copy this if I want to. Now, a very easy way to, because it's going to connect back to me, so I need to see if it connects, and when it connects, I have to be able to steal the document or the cookie actually. And there's quite an easy way to do that. It is just with the Python, using a Python server, yes. So that runs on 8000. What is this one connecting to? It's not to 8000. So we can just say minus -80. No, I think it might be like this. Yes. So just it's the Python web server. So it's a module in Python called HTTP.server. This is the Python 3 module, and if you want to specify the port, by default it listens on port 8000, and if you want to specify a port, you can use you can do that space 80. Darktrace says Tyler has a POC script for that exact thing on his GitHub. Oh, cool. I have to go check it out. I know he's got like I've seen in his streams he uses one for FUF. Some wrapper shell that he uses, right? Can't remember his GitHub now, but we can try that one too, if you guys want. That is quite a I haven't seen Tyler's POC script yet, so yeah, we can check that out. I know of the FUF one, but okay, so if we copy this, let's see, where's it? So company name, we are, so let's say HaxrByte is the company, but, and then admin at HaxrByte.com, and then we can paste this in there. To check if it works, you can use the payload. Is it? I don't know if it blocked you. Okay, so let's try that. So that's going to connect back to me, to my Python web server, and send. Let's see if that worked. Yes. Okay, so that worked, and that gave us a session ID. So basically this is the session token we are looking for. So that's our that's a quick way to do it. There's various other ways to do it, but how we do this now, if we add this to our if you add this to our browser state, we need to get into where is it? Into developer tools, storage, cookies for there. So if we go, okay, so add, we're going to add that cookie manually. So we need to call it the same name. So the name is session_ID. _ID. And the value, double click. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Value is this. Copy. Okay, so I just realized I need to copy this for our notes. And I think my mouse, I figured out my mouse problem as well. So I think the scrolling is a bit better, a bit easier. And then we take a screenshot of, where is it, BITSTREAM. We'll take a screenshot. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, I should probably, yeah, if I do take evidence for reports and it's quite a busy screen like that, then it's much nicer to do something like it, just to bring it more to the foreground. I'm probably need to zoom in a little bit, but you can do something like this. Just highlight it like this, maybe, and then take a screenshot like that. So that flame shot's pretty nice. Let's just delete that. Okay. We have a nice screenshot. So Logic says I have not done this range yet. Yes, so Logic, me neither. I try and do these blind, and I do it on purpose, is to show you my train of thought, and if I hit like a wall, you know, just to also show you that even as an experienced pen tester, you definitely hit walls all the time, and especially with CTFs, you know, there's like some of the techniques that you've never seen before, and it's just because you haven't seen it before. So that's the whole point, to learn, right? So that's why I try and teach that. Okay, so cool, we've got that session. Okay, so we added it into our storage. So it's in our, that cookie is in our storage now. Now, if we go to employee logon, if we click there, did I screw it up? Session ID, restart. Maybe that didn't work. Get a quote. Oh, there we go. So I was on the wrong page. So I don't know if you saw that. What changed? Let me just try and show you what it looked like before. Did I take a screenshot? I think I did. No, I didn't. So if I go File, New, Private Window, not HTBs. So get a quote, look there, look on this right on top there, the difference and what this one says. So now I'm logged in as Joey at BITSTREAM.HackSmarter, and that's because I've stolen the session ID, or stolen his session cookie. So what happened was I executed this command, fetch, and this command to actually try and fetch a page on the Python script. Now on the Python script, it was listening and it showed me the command. It was doing a get with the session ID it was doing it from. So Joey was probably reading this, the quote I sent him, and he clicked on it. So if I go to portal, I can now see there's support tickets, which doesn't give us much. View quotes. Oh, there's the alert. You guys remember I executed the alert? It's executing there, the reflective XSS. Anyway, that's cool. So there is the test, all the tests we sent, all the quotes. That's the quotes, and he read the quote, and by reading the quote, it executed that JavaScript. Okay, so back to dashboard. So that's all the quotes. Internal messaging. Okay. Wow. Okay, there's a lot of conversations. This is employee to employee communication. Joey, from Joey to Tommy, Tommy to Joey, John to Joey. We need to, let's just first take a screenshot of this. Okay, we need to copy these usernames because we might be able to use them later. Okay, any questions, guys? Does that make sense? Cool. It's pretty cool though. It's pretty cool. I love it how cookies work. It's like a magic key. Okay, so Joey, we know about Joey. Let's start copying these. Okay, so I'm gonna put them into Notion first. Let's code just to keep safe. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. The good old 2000s, SandLogic says. Yeah, I mean, the cross-site scripting is, I think cross-site scripting, I think SQL injection is probably the oldest vulnerability we know of. I think it was discovered in, don't quote me on this, 2003, and we still see it to this day. Sorry, Sang, I thought you were talking about XSS, not football. Or maybe you were talking about cross-site scripting. Anyways, okay, not talking about cross-site scripting then. No worries, carry on. I'll just be hacking BITSTREAM. Anyways, so Tommy. No, it's not a problem. No, not a problem. I was just joking. Just joking at all. Not a problem at all. The football has been very interesting. I have to admit, not the biggest football fan, but I've been following this one closer than I normally would, and it's been interesting. Okay, so Tommy, I need approval for the new marketing spend. Okay. Approved. Tommy to Joey, approval, keep it under 5K for now. Okay, cool. Then John says to Joey, can you send me the updated logos for the client portal? Yes, you can. Or maybe you can't. Okay, and then where are we now? Back to inbox. So we know about John. I don't know if we need to read all these. Sure, they're in the shared folder under branding 2026. Okay, shared folder. So I'm assuming that's on the shared server, which is fine. Great job. And then Joey is, they are proceeding with the request. And then almost done with the modules. Thanks for the reminder. Don't forget the deadline. Okay, so one thing that stands out to me is you see the message number 3, and if you look at the URL, it's also number 3. Back, this is number 4. So if I go like number 3 and I change this to 4, it goes to the next message. 5 goes to number 5. Let's go to number 1. Oops, that's number 18, which might not exist. Number 1. Okay, message number 1, that wasn't part of the list. If you want to look at it, starts at message 3, right? So what is message number 1? Message number 1 is, hey John, did you review the Q3 storage projection docs? Okay, normal chatter. 2, that's 23. 2, not yet. I'm busy with the server migration. Okay. So 2, and then we know 3. What's the last one we have on the server? 24. 23. Okay, so there's a bunch. Okay. So yes, exactly. Dark Trace, IDOR. So we can use, we can go through these messages one by one, but that's going to take a lot of time. Now we can use either burp or Kaido. Problem is the burp that's installed in Kali is the community edition one, which is the free version. Now the free version is great, don't get me wrong, but it's rate limited. So it does things like this very slowly. So the way to go is Kaido, because I think it supports it. The free version supports it, I don't know if I have it installed. Let's see. Cairo? No. Can you install it like that? I know it's pretty easy to install. Let me just see. Cairo. Linux. Once in, okay, so you just download and install it, I guess. So let's try that. Ah, nice. It's got an ARM 64-bit version. Is that not working? Check out the available bots. No. Why is that not working? Visit download. Okay, Linux, accept all. And then I want the desktop app. Yes. Oh, there we go. So that's in downloads. Okay, and then we run that command. Okay, we don't run just copy and paste. There we go. Should be pretty quick. Cairo. No. Did it install it? Yes. Okay. So here's the local instance. Let's start that. We'll continue as a guest. Gonna continue. Practice. Yes. Share. We're not sharing it. Continue. Okay. Project, create a project. BITSTREAM. HackSmarter. Okay. Intercept. Do we need to? Where is the? Okay, I don't use Cairo that often, but it should be here somewhere. I'm looking for the browser. Where is it? Browser. It's normally. Oh, there we go. Chromium. HTTP. web.bitstream.com. Oh, not .com. What am I doing? HackSmarter. Oh, come on. HTTP web.bitstream.hacksmarter. HackSmarter. Yes. Okay, there we go. Cool. Okay, so we needed to log into now we need the session key again. Okay, let's do that. Just start up my Python 3 minus m server 80. Copy. Submit request. Okay, there's the session. Okay, add it, yeah. Where's it? More tools. Developer tools. Where is it? There we go. No, not sources. Network, no. Application. Storage. Local storage. BITSTREAM. How do we add another one? Why can't I add one? Ah, there we go. Add new. Okay, so key is session ID. Is it session ID? Yes. And then the value. Okay, like that. And then we go refresh. Avocado. Intercept. Forwarding. Refresh. That did not work. Okay, let's try HTTP. Not sure that didn't work. Intercept proxy, yes. I don't use Cairo often. I guess that's why. Why is it not? It was supposed to take that session. I wonder why it's not doing it. System. It's not that. Oh no, I closed it. So proxy is 8080. Let's do that. Settings. Manual. Local. 27.0.0.1. 8080. Okay. Now let's put Cairo on intercept. Catch it. Okay, there we go. There's the get message, and we can send that to automate. So, and then you select the one you want to make a placeholder. So for the payload, you go like numbers, start at 0, end at 100, that's fine. And then you can run. Okay, that fast. Really that fast. And then we look for something. See, that looks really big. I mean, is that all 200s? Okay, 404. That means it didn't work. So 200s are the ones that's okay. So it goes up until 27. 27. So 27 is the one. And you can see the sizes of the lengths are much bigger than these packets, for example. So so this is, see, they're all the same size. So let's see if we can see what is interesting. So 200s. So 27, I think. 27. Ooh, that's something interesting. Let's go. Let's see if we can, if we go here. Just put the intercept off. So 27. Cool. And there we go, the IDOR. John, here are the SQL Server service account credentials for the migration. Here's the username, and here's a password, and there's a flag. That's our first flag. Let's take a screenshot. Let's highlight this. Or not. Let's try again. Cool. Okay. Oh, is the intercept still on? Let's turn that proxy still on, I guess. No proxy. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Let's just make a copy of that so that we don't have to type it out. Okay. Sweet. Okay. I've got our first flag on BITSTREAM. Let's see how. Okay, so I think because it's I think we saw there's some guidance. I guess it's because it's an easy lab. Oh yes, that's what I was referring to previously. So BITSTREAM is a cloud storage provider that hosts sensitive data for enterprise clients. They have segmented their internal Active Directory environment and requested a full pen test. Okay, so it is segmented. Those three ranges. What is the flag found in internal message? Begins with HSM. Okay, so and this was idle. So it's like access control failure, if you want to be technical about it. Copy. Okay, submit. Boom. Okay, that worked. What username password combination did you find in the message? In the format username password. I'm assuming it's this guy. SQL. This one. And then like that. Cool. And now the next box is the SQL box. Cool. Okay. Any questions? Does that make sense? All easy peasy? So IDO insecure direct option object references. So yeah, IDO vulnerability. So that's where you can statically mapped. And sometimes it's not as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4. It can be, you know, some name, some number, but it could be recognizable. Then you'll be able to step through it with like Kaido, for example, in a similar way, like you did here in the automate. if you go like, there's like, you know, you can give it a list. There's like null payloads. There's a whole bunch of things you can do. But this one was easy peasy. Okay. You guys still with me? Just realized I haven't even checked if the other streams are up. I'm assuming they are. I'm assuming they are. Let's see. Kick is good. Twitch is good. Okay. So they're all happy. Dark Trace, yes. Cool. I think let's stop here because our next target is going to be the next machine. So is it now? So the range. So it looks like, yeah, Microsoft SQL. So the name is what I think it is, and it's these creds, which we'll probably do next week. So I'll be pivoting over to the next half of the stream, which will be Hack the Box. So for Hack the Box, let me see where we were. So we were busy with Optimum. If I can click there, Optimum. And I think we had the first flag, the user flag. Yeah, it's probably going to be XP command shell. That's what I was thinking. Typically you don't get hints, but I guess Tyler made these easy ones a little bit more guided, which is still cool, but yeah, it gives you a couple of hints, which is nice, especially if you're starting out and you don't know really where to go next. These hints could be pretty cool. Let me stop. Let me close Cairo. So I've got Cairo installed now. I'm not sure why that session, I must be doing something wrong with the Chromium. Why it didn't take that. Should have taken that session ID. I don't know why. I think Doctrace, didn't you mention that Tyler had a POC for the cross-site scripting cookies, right? Maybe we can check that out while we still got some time left. Let me just see if I can figure out quickly. So this is the storage, local storage, untrusted. Okay, no, it doesn't. What is? Session ID. F6. Huh, wonder why that didn't work. See. Let's try that again. Hey Pebble! Good to have you. You made one which has GUI. It's like an open source version of XSS. Okay, we can try that out. We've got about 6 minutes. Let's try that. Just grab that link. Thank you for the range that you made for us, people. I'm thinking about going for that one next, but I think it's gonna be. I think the rating's insane, right? So for you guys who don't know, people made this one. So if you go ranges, the Wilmore Group one. So this one was made by our friend Pebble, also amazing streamer. You can catch him on Sundays. And this, when he says insane box, I think he means insane because yeah, I think it's going to be really hard. But we'll maybe do that one next after BITSTREAM. Thank you for that, Pebble. Okay, so I was gonna get your. I haven't tried Tyler's one either, but I guess it's the same thing. XSS catcher. Self-hosted. I think I've got NMM. I think so. Okay. Sweet. Self-hosted deployment collector, deploy a server you control, inject the payloads, and it captures it. Let's see. There's a different. Anyway, see. Tools. Is it then, what do you do? Okay, node, experimental, SQLite, and then options. Port 80 would be, I guess, the easiest. Oh, not that. Come on, did I not copy? npm install. I think I've got it installed. npm install. Pablito. Options will be port 80. Oh, I need to specify a username. User HaxrByte. Please sub. It must be at least 12 characters. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that enough? It's already in use. Let's do 8,000. Okay. Now I just need to, let's do it from here. This is my Skydo there, intercept sorting. This one, HaxrByte 3, admin, and then I just need to guess, fetch it. So just inject the payload. Ah, okay. Nice. Oh, cool. Oh, I can't remember my own password. I just made one up. Please sub. Oh, never. Oh, cool. This is neat. This is quite cool. Okay, so let's just copy the first one. I mean, the image ones are pretty cool too. Just go for the first one. Okay, let's submit. Captures. I think there's something wrong with that Chromium. I think the setup is not working. Let's try with this one. Get quote. This one's locked in already. Let's log out. Get quote. 6. Oh yes, that might work. That might be it. You're right. The IP address. Submit. There we go. It captured one. It hooked it. Nice. Okay. Very cool. And there's the cookie. So if I, cool, it's neat, very neat. Thanks, people. Dog trace. Oh yes, I think the chat should be back now. It's just when it changed scenes. Cool, thanks, people. That's a cool one. I guess we can try Tyler's one out next week. Cool. Thanks for joining, Doctrace. I appreciate it. Okay, cool. Awesome. So I need to remember Pebble's app. I'll add that into the command vault, and then maybe Tyler's one too. Just always a good idea to have more than one option. I mean, my method works. That's, I guess, just nice, very slick Pebbles tool. Okay, let's just shut that down. Did I go stop? Oh, thanks for the luck. Appreciate that. Okay, while I get this set up, any questions that you guys have? Okay, so we're probably not going to use these anymore. Let me see. This range stopped. Yes. Stopped. Yes. Okay. So that was cool. So we got a foothold. We compromised. Well, we got our first flag. Got credentials for SQL. So we'll carry on with that next week. And now we're going to switch to Hack the Box. Abel 443, good to see you. Let me just switch here while I log on. Ah, thank you. Thank you for the like. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Can't complain. You? How are you? You fine? Yes. Hacking all the things I hope. I just need to log in here. Okay. There we go. Okay. Welcome to the second part of the stream where we're gonna go to Hack the Box. Sweet. So we're gonna carry on with the machine that we started last week, but I think we got the first user. I took 1 month break from all this. I need to get back to track. The break was too long. Yeah, man. Awesome. Did you do anything fun on your break? Optimum. And we're gonna be adventure mode. Yes, we did get our first flag. Need the root flag. Okay, let's start that up. I think I need to fix where the messaging restarts. Oh, did I lose everybody on Twitch? They don't want to see Hack the Box. Oh, there we go. No, it was just refreshing. Welcome back. I just went to 0, but we've got 10 people on Twitch, 5 on YouTube, and 1 on Kick. Yeah. If the guys on YouTube, if you don't mind liking the stream, that'd be awesome. It just pushes it out a bit more. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. On Twitch, if you haven't followed, please follow. I'll appreciate that. If you like what you see, it's free. Follows are free on Twitch, likes are free on YouTube, and subscriptions are free on YouTube. You don't have to pay anything. Thank you. Okay, I think that's up. So let's copy to clipboard. So let's, we're not going to use the list mode, we're going to use the single mode. Kill that. And then we'll use this target. The localhost will also change. If I go Hack the Box, Optimum, like that. Where's the VPN file? No. Sudo the box lab. Yes. Open VPN like that. There we go. Sweet. Come on, that's gonna be for the VPN. LS. So we should be up and connected. IP. Copy. Ping. Looks good. VI, etc, hosts, sudo. Jason Beck, welcome, 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 welcome. Okay, so we've got that. Okay, then for our command vault, localhost will be 10.10, oops, 10.14.71. Cool. Okay, so let's take that out. We're not going to do cross-site scripting. So let's what's that GHOSTSHELL web app? Oh, that is the GHOSTSHELL command vault. It's basically a cheat sheet. It's like a command cheat sheet on steroids. It allows you to plug in variables. So I can set my attacking host, I can set my local IP, I can set the domain, that's just the default, and then credentials as I find them. And then, for example, if I want to run a command, say nxc, for example, it will give me the null sessions. This is a Linux machine, so this is not going to work. I'm just going to show you as an example. It puts in the target for me. So if I press the copy there, and it puts it in my clipboard, and then if I paste it on it pastes the command with the right IP address. It's not going to work because it's not a Windows machine. It's maybe it is a Windows machine. No, it is a Windows machine. Is it? Yes, sorry. It's a Windows machine. I can't remember. Actually, that might be a good command to run. Let's see. Can't remember if I ran that before. Okay, so it's not giving us anything. I can't remember if it's got SMB listening. But yeah, if you like it, I mean, I can put the link. The link is in the description of the video. I can put this in the chat too, if you guys want to try it out. You're welcome to try it out. It's free. There we go. So yeah, it's free. Thank you. Try it out. If you know, it's got so just as a heads up, so you guys might know this one. So this is the cheat sheet I've been building since I started streaming. And the reason why I did that is I just wanted the commands to be current, and you know, cheat sheets are used by pen testers, CTFs, and red teamers all the time, just so that they can keep track of the commands they want to run. So they are more concentrating on the method of attack or the chain of attack, or than worrying about the actual format of the tools, because there's so many tools with so many different parameters. It's difficult to remember them all, and it's always nice to have it in one place. Now these commands that I built here, if you log into the GHOSTSHELL, you've got these drop downs on the top left that you can choose. Now CTF is the one, is the same as these ones. Then there's pentest. This is like a more of the more general notes. There is red team focused notes, there is basic notes, and then there's advanced notes. You can see like the advanced notes include privilege escalation, and you know, it's not perfect by any means. It's a work in progress. If you are interested, if you get stuck, or what's quite nice is if you log in and you press this button at the bottom, it says replay quick tour. You'll probably see this when you log in the first time. So this is the variables bar. This is where you can type the autoplay across every command. You can have lists and you can have singles. And then you get my commands. Now there's a little space in at the bottom of the command sheet of the command vault, where it's called my vault. Now that's your space. That's the space where you can add your commands, your favorite commands. You can add your variables, you can add notes. So that is for you, and that is not hosted. That's actually a copy that's stored in your browser storage. So you don't have to worry about sharing any information. It's on your storage. Now there's ways to back it up and to move it to other machines and stuff. I'm not going to get into that now. If we get to the next one, this is the search. So the search bar, if you're looking for a specific command, you just type in there and it should tell you how many matches there are. Then this is the my vault I was talking about, where you can store stuff and it's stored in the local storage. And then you can also have the ability to edit the command before you copy it. That's a bit advanced, a bit out of scope too. But so, for example, if you have this command and you don't press, if you press the copy button, it will just copy it. But if you press the edit button, you can pretty easily say SMB minus U, well, user minus B, what was it, boss? Maybe it should be capital, sorry. I think it's user minus B, boss, like that. And then you can save it. You can, let me say copy and save, so it copies it. So it copies it to your clipboard like that. Okay, that's not gonna work obviously, but it now lives in your my commands. So in your my commands, you've got that command now that you've added. You can edit it again, and maybe add shares like this, and you can copy it. You can copy it again, or you can just copy it. If you copy it like this, I think it will swap out. Yes, so you can run that, for example. Oh, I didn't put a target, that's why it's complaining. So let's do target. No, sorry, it's or host, like that. Copy and save. So now it's added in the target, and it uses the target that's in the variable. Okay, that's probably more than you wanted to know, Abel, but yeah, you're more than welcome to give it a go and just to see and try it out. So I just find it, I'm trying to make it as easy as possible when you're doing CTFs, to not have to remember all the commands. But yeah, let me know what you think. If you if there's anything that you want to change or want to talk about, yeah, hit me up in Discord. So cool. Any questions? Any questions so far? I'll take a water break. Okay, let's dive in and see where we were. So we did some investigation. There's only one port open on this box. So even though it's a Windows box, that's why the SMB is not working. We only have one port open, which is port 80. So we should be able to browse there. So it's HTTP up dot hack the box. Yes, okay. So we saw it's the HTTP file server. Now this is a quite an old machine or old piece of software with vulnerabilities, and we actually exploited this remote control execution. We ran a Python we ran a Python script. We did, yes. We grabbed it from exploit.db, or we grabbed it from searchploit, and then we used Penelope to get a reverse shell. So we need to do that again. We managed to get the first user flag, and then we tried to escalate privileges. And one thing I couldn't get working was, I think, was to escalate privileges. For some reason, I was having problems with it. So yeah, I think there was an exploit we were looking at, which is this, a server, Windows Server 2012, exploit DB. Into 12. So we were looking for command execution, and I think the one, I think it was this one. This one, we're trying to, it didn't want to work in Metasploit. So that's where we were, and yeah, I was just not getting anywhere, so I called it a night, and yeah, that's what we're carrying on. So let's get that initial foothold. I think we used a Python script, but I also remember there might be an exploit in Metasploit. Let's just see. We didn't use that one previously. Let's just, it was HTTP file server. HTB exploit. Yes, so there is one on Metasploit that I think I forgot about. HFS. I think that's what I searched for, but I couldn't remember. So let's try that this time. Just to try and see if we can, might work better. The supplied model is ambiguous. Okay. Does that mean it's not there? Search if I can spell. Can spell again. It is there. Oh, it's called something else now. Oh, it's 2, sorry. Is there a newer one? Oh, there's a newer one. So if I go use 3, I was thinking of this one. Okay, but that came out in 2014. This one is a newer exploit. Let's try this one. Oh, okay. Have you seen this before, Abel? Let's try 3. Use 3. Windows, HTTP. What does that mean? Can't you use it now? I haven't used Metasploit in a while. So that's strange to me. MSF console. Reload all. Ah, okay. Thank you, Abel. Thank you. Show options. Okay, so it pulled in. It's got the wrong local host. Okay, we can change that. Set util, fetch command, set util, file name, whatever. Useful server payload. Okay, so it needs. You still have to have the payload. Okay, so you still need a payload. What did we use last time? Was it I think it was exploit. Exploit 1, exploit. It was a yes. So if I recall correctly, we built that one with reverse shell. Reverse shell. This one, but we can, I think Nashang, he's got a alert logic. He's got a PowerShell script shells. Shells. Oh, pretty old at this point. We can try both, I guess. I've got that one that looks semi-working. So what is this? Invoke PowerShell TCP. Yeah. TCP. TCP.ps1. Let's see, where is it? Okay, invoke power part. Okay, so it should be as easy as invoke PowerShell TCP bind. So it's gonna call, it's gonna make the connection to me. So it's PowerShell. So you typically just put this on the end. At the bottom of the it will just run that PowerShell function. 444. What's our local port? Our local port is 444. Okay. Okay, let's write that. Okay. Then we need to stand it up as a server, so it needs to be able to go and fetch it. Yeah, there is, but see, I'm running the connection on, I'm running it on the server. So I don't need a reverse shell. So the reverse shell would be if I execute it back to me. So I'm making the connection from the server to me, from Optimum. I think. Python 3 HTB server. Okay. And that should share this. Okay, let's see. So the payload. So set L host is ton 0. Okay, options local port is 444. Options fetch server host set fetch SRV host, like that, is ton 0. Options and the URI path guess it's sorry, the server port is 8000. Yes, thanks Abel. And the URI path is just root, so I guess it's set fetch URI path. Guess it's that. Set fetch URI path. Yes. Okay, I think that might be okay. And then our hosts port 80 is fine, and then our host will be Optimum box. Options. Okay, let's copy this to our notes. Copy this to our notes. Try that again. Yeah, you're right. You are right. So it needs to be so we're going to try this one. So we need to set the path or the file. Okay. Let's where's our notes? There we go. Okay. Let's try it out. Run. Failed. Address is already in use. Okay. Does it start the server up then? 8,000. Oh, maybe it does the server too. So you don't need this one. You probably don't need that. Okay, see now? Because I think it's trying to make a listener. Set false true. Target is not exploitable. Let's try this. Let's not check it. So it was completed. No session. Doesn't tell us much. Let's wait a minute. Options. So if it starts to spin up, I don't know, it is funny. Target your base. Set target URI. It's funny that it didn't start it right. Set and that again. Oh, here's the reverse handle now. So it was no session was created. Options. Should we try the other one? Otherwise we can just go back to the one we used, which we know works. Exploit Windows, HTB, digital, exe, show options. Localized. The localized or network interface to listen on. Okay. Local port to listen on. R hosts. So R host is here somewhere. Yeah, using the original one. There's a fetch file name. Should we try that? Did it keep all my settings? Yes. Okay, fetch file name. Yeah, you think so? Let me try with this, with the file name. Sorry, I'm just intrigued why it didn't work. We'll do that now. We'll use the original one. I haven't used this before, so but I'm not. Maybe should we set in the file name to the file name? So this one should just be I'm just gonna do this and then where is it? like that. I'm doing something wrong, which is something silly, but let's try the other one. I was thinking not to do one this Sunday, but maybe next Sunday, Evolving Fetus. The idea for the red team brief was every second week, but I could be persuaded, I guess. I will, but here's my question. You said a custom payload which is bind shell. No, the exploit is using reverse handler. Yeah, it does confuse me too. I don't think those need to be set. Let's try it without them. I don't know why I did I didn't realize Metasploit did everything for you. Evolving features, you make me laugh. I think the third util might also be. Let's use the old one, and then if that doesn't work, I'll use the one that I know works, and then we'll take it from there. Yeah, maybe. It's still the same. Yeah, it might be. Good night, Sound Logic. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. So SRV host. Set SRV host time 0. Options. Let's see, there's nothing else running, right? Okay, let's see. Sending the malicious to yes. You are right. 10.10.10. Run. That's it. And there's the stage. And there's the session. Nice. Okay. And there's the user flag we got last stream. Nice. Awesome. Where am I? What is it again? Metasploit. It's something else. Get your ID. You can probably tell how long ago I've been using. Yes, there we go. Costas. I haven't used Metasploit in a very long time. Let's take that for our notes. Okay, so now I've got a session as the user. I can I can, but any reason why you want me to drop to a regular shell? Just asking. Sure. Anyway, then I can run commands. It's a good reason. Okay, and then all so not anything interesting. System info. So I was hoping. So my thought was there's a Windows exploit for this, and for that I need to go into Metasploit again. So let's exit. Background. Sessions. Okay, session's still there. Session's still there. Okay. So now is what's the MS16? MS16. MS16. I think is this one. 6. Oops, here's 6. Okay. Options. Set all host time 0. Options. And it was session 1. Yes. Set session 1. Options like that. What did I think it was? Why am I thinking of 64-bit? Anyway, let's just see if this works. Exploit. We have a okay. We have a shell. What the hell was this? Anyway, that was interesting. So we got a second shell. So that's a local privilege escalation. MS16032. Okay, so 032. Okay, so it's for 64-bit and 32-bit. Okay, but this is a 32-bit. This is what's showing using syswhile64. Okay, let's see if it works. Get UID and resystem. So it must have worked. Oh wow. Shell. Who am I? Boom. Okay, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Typically, you have to fiddle a bit with 64-bit, and that's why I thought that was why it wasn't working in the last stream. We can try and simulate the problem, but first things first, we need to grab that beautiful root flag. Yes, Metasploit definitely makes it easier for you. MSF magic, yes, it doesn't always work so nice, but yeah, I'll take it. I'm not fussy. Let me just, I want to see if this will work. I wonder if this will work. Let's log into my Discord. I've got a channel that that gives you okay, let me just log on there. How am I gonna do that? I don't want to stop the timer. Anyway, if you're on my Discord server and you go to CTF success, I don't know how I'm going to show this. How can I show this? Let's see if I can switch between. Okay, Evolving Features, are you still online? You still here? I think I'll get a kick out of this. So I just need to, where am I? Okay, can you guys see that? Okay, I need to just go back to HTB. Okay. Okay, that worked. Let's get the flag. Okay. Let's see. There's the beautiful flag. Copy that. Copy the flag. So go and join the Discord server quickly. It's HaxrByte.com/Discord, and look in the channel CTF Success. I thought it's pretty cool. It should be, if Evolving Fetus is online. I think he asked me about it the other day. Submit flag. Okay. And it was, I guess, easy. Submit. Okay, let's see, is it? Oh, it didn't populate. Let me show you what I mean. So where am I? So this is last week when I got the user flag, and it normally pops in. It takes, I guess it's a bit slow tonight. Yeah, it's on the Discord server. So it links up to here, to the CTF Success. So as soon as I put it into Hack the Box, I submit the flag. So last week it was, I got the user, what time was that? I don't know how long it takes. I'll keep an eye on it, and then when it pops in, I'll show you guys. Anyway, well, we'll be back. Thank you, Abel. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it, man. Very nice of you. Okay, we've got about 30 minutes left. Let's should we try and simulate what we couldn't get without Metasploit? That might be fun. So let's stop Metasploit. We're probably going to still need Metasploit to some extent just to do the, well, we don't need the privilege. Well, we do. I'll do the privilege escalation with Metasploit, but then I couldn't get it working with our other shell, which was this Pi script here, this one, 49, this one, for some reason. But let's try that and see why it didn't, see if we can get it. Maybe it just was just fussy last week and it didn't want to work, but maybe it will work this week. So a tool I like to use is Penelope to do the reverse shell. And again, if you haven't downloaded or if you haven't accessed the GHOSTSHELL Live, GHOSTSHELL Command Vault, you're missing out. I mean, this is pretty cool. Do I have Penelope on there? I don't. Oh, there we go, Penelope. So if I copy that like that, that's reverse shell. So I'm telling it to listen on tunnel 0 on port 444. I probably need to change that to maybe 5555. So it's going to listen on 5555. And then I need to, I wonder if I can split this. That might be cool. I need to remember how to do it in Tmux. Horizontal split is like that. Okay, so we got our listener on top, and then I'm going to try our command at the bottom. I'm going to go to my notes just to get the command. Obviously no pressure now because we've already got the root. So this is the command that we want to run. So I just need to stand up a HTTP server. Let's do that too. Should we maybe Maybe we should try and do it here. What is it? Percentage. Okay, let's do Python 3 minus m http dot server, and then what did we do here? Port 80. Okay, and then we run the command. Is that our that's still our local IP? Cool. So we can just run this or not. Yes or not. Why is it doing that? Okay. Okay. So this is just a download cradle. So basically what it's doing is it's exploiting the application on the server. Then it's running this PowerShell command where it basically just downloads this exploit PowerShell and executes it. It's called a download cradle. It's very often used to bypass Defender, or used to be. So if I run this and that doesn't work, I'm in the, oh, I'm still in BITSTREAM. Hack the box, Optimum, and then this side too. Hack the box, Optimum. Okay, so this is serving this is serving the this script, this web server here, and this is stuff that that's what Metasploit did for us. We didn't have to do that. Okay, so let's try the command again. So it runs the exploit. It goes to our target machine on port 80 and runs that command. This command fetches the exploit.ps1 script and then runs it. And that script, there you can see it's getting downloaded from our server. Once it's executed, it tries to call to here, and I just realized that's not going to work because the exploit script was using 444. So let's kill that. Clear. 4444. And we should probably do that again. It's downloading it again. There we go. And there we go. You guys see that? We've got executable execute on the machine, so we can run commands. Who am I? ipconfig. Host name. Okay, that's our target machine. So we got this working last stream. We had a problem with escalating privileges. We couldn't yeah, we switched the Penelope to Meterpreter just to be able to run that exploit in Metasploit. Let's try and see if we can do that. Okay, this needs to exit. Jobs. Let's exit that. Let's exit that. That's why we'll start from scratch. Okay. So yes, exit. So here we go, MS console. So I'm going to start a listener. It again. So I don't use Metasploit as often as I should these days. Multi-handler. Exploit multi-handler. Okay. So it's use exploit. Oops. Exploit multi-handler. Okay, so we just need to tell it. So we're going to listen on 4444. That's where the exploit's going to turn back to. The local host, we need to set our host to ton 0. It pulls that up for us. Show options. Is that set? Yes. Okay, so if we go run here, it's going to start the listener. Okay, so now it's listening similar to what Penelope was, right? So I need to, this is still serving the file. This one will execute the command and gets the shell on this side, right? Similar to Penelope. Okay, so there's like a whole bunch of sessions opened. But yeah, it's weird. It's very weird. Sessions. Sessions. Oh, we're in a session. Okay, so again, who am I? I can execute commands, etc. Let's get out of this session like before. And then look at the interpreter sessions. As you can see there, it gave me these weird shells, okay? So if I go into sessions 2, for example, session -i2, sorry, sessions 2. Background, yes. See, I don't have an interpreter session. I wonder if there's a way to force it to do an interpreter session. Because at the moment, I think this is the problem. There's a problem with the shell. It's not a very happy shell. I'm just trying to think what the best would be. Not that we need it. I just don't think there's time to spin up another box and start with. I don't want to start with the next box, but I still got about 24 minutes left, at least. Let's just see this. I would like to try to get this to work, I guess, semi-manually, not with that we at least do the delivery part, and not Metasploit. But I mean, Metasploit just did it for us, which is fun, I guess. Is there a way to jobs? See, there's no listener now. Jobs, let's see. Handler options. See, that's where the problem is. It's using a... Let's set the payload to something else. Set payload. Windows. Interpreter, that'll be nice. x64 interpreter. Reverse TCP, maybe. Yeah, Metasploit is pretty. It's old. It's been around for a while. It's before Meta. Maybe that's where Meta came from. It's Meta's granddad or something. Almost. Let's try reverse shell. Let's see. Run. Okay. So the handler is starting. Execute the command. Then we get stages. And we got a session. An interpreter session. Get UID. That looks good. Background. Sessions. So this is the 8th. Which one is that? 12 is the one we're on. That's not an x64. But anyway, sessions. Let's see what's left. Okay, so 12. So let's do what was it? This one. Exploit. Oops. Use exploit. Options. Set session 12. Exploit. Let's see what it does. That's similar to what it did before. Doesn't look like it's working. But it could be that it, because, you know, the previous one escalated, it broke something. So we probably need to restart that machine. Did it break? Try it again. I think it maybe needs a reboot. I think the previous, when we escalated to root previously, it broke it. I think let's do that quickly. I mean, we've got everything set up. We just need... Come on. Kill. 12. Sessions minus K. Okay. Sessions. Okay, let's restart it. If you have any questions, I'm just playing at this point. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I just think like it didn't work there because the previous, when we escalated privileges on to root, it broke something. And yeah, it's still not showing on Discord, by the way. Just checked it out. Nothing. But yeah, there's come on guys, any questions? Got about 17 minutes left. Let's see what's cooking. Stream is still on. Okay, who else is? Oh, the Shiat's on InfoStream is nice. I love the Shiat. Okay, the machine is starting. Come on. There we go. Okay, so different IP address. We probably need to change that quickly. Sudo vi etc hosts. What was the? It was. What was it again? It's control. No. Oh, I can't remember. There's some command or some. Yeah, it is different. Some command shortcut that you can just delete that. I can't remember. Okay, so do we need to change something here? Probably need to set up the handler. So this one. Then the special interpreter payload. Options. I don't remember if we use the IP. Localhost, that's us. That's still the same. That's fine. Okay, so effectively, we should be able to just run this. Downloads the payload. Oh, we didn't start the listener. That's not gonna help. Okay, this is the listener now. Run the command again. There we go. I used Penelope briefly, but I'm using the interpreter listener at the moment because I want to use the next exploit. But I could use Penelope, yes. I did briefly. Sessions. Doesn't seem too happy at the moment. Why is it doing like so many? It's going like crazy. Come on. Sessions. No sessions. Run. Try it again. Stage. I wonder. Reverse shell. So this will be 10.10.14.71 and it will be for it will be for Windows and it will be PowerShell. PowerShell. We want for this one. It's either that or I think it was this one. So that's not the thing. The command that it's running. So this one. If we need to. So this is just a online version of reverse shell. So you can generate these. So very similar to what command vault works, right? Is this reverse shell online thing. You give it the IP address of like this is the listener. So, and this is the port. So it needs to connect back to me. So the local host is me, and then the local port's that, and then it runs this command. Now, the base 64 encodes that into base 64. So you don't need to worry about funny double quotes and quotes and stuff like that. So it escapes all of that for you. Does that make sense? So the command that I run, I'm running 32-bit PowerShell. I need to run it as 64-bit PowerShell, I think. That might help us. So Windows 2012 PowerShell one line. Sorry. I think it's something. Run PowerShell from command line 64-bit version. So just looking for that folder name. That's the 32-bit. Is it Windows native? I think it's this one. No, it's, isn't it? That's the one we're running. Okay, let's see. PowerShell. About 32-bit, 64-bit. Maybe I'm confused. It almost looked like the AI there swapped it around. I am running it as, yeah, system native is 64-bit. System native. Okay, so it is running 64-bit. Okay, cool. Okay, that's not that then. I wonder if we can change the stager. Come on. Jobs. TCP. Let's try a stage. See if that makes a difference. Okay, it is running 64-bit. No, it's not catching it at all. Nope. Oh, there we go. Just slow. Yeah, for some reason that's not working. Anyways, we got root shell, so it's all good. I guess we can try something, some last thing. Remember, we still have that Nishang. Was it Nishang? Yeah. Nishang's. So let's do Penelope. 444. And let's do Nishang. This one. Remember, we wanted to do this, but then Metasploit did it for us. But let's give it a try. Okay, downloads the TCP. Did I do it for 444? I don't know. Cat invoke. Yes, I did. Find invoke TCP. Oh, that involved. Okay. That's wrong. VI. I think we need to use the reverse. This one. I can use the V4 one. It's fine. Ten dot 10.14.71. Okay, let's try that. There we go. Okay, so the Shanks one works too. Sweet. Anyways, yeah, multiple ways to pin this box. Awesome. That seems like our time is up. So let me switch here. Cool. Anyways, guys, I guess that will be it for today. Thank you so very much for joining the stream. We had two parts of this. We had HackSmarter. We carried on with the BITSTREAM range on HackSmarter. We managed to get our first flag, and we got some credentials for the SQL machine. I think our box, this is going to be, it's going to be, I guess, the web server, which is the one we were working on, and then it's going to the SQL server next. And then the second half we did Optimum, which we got the user flag last stream, and we got the root flag this stream. So all good there. Any questions before I go? If you want to join the raid, you have to be on Twitch, unfortunately. But yeah, thank you very much for joining. I hope you enjoyed it. And I stream every week on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Central. 8 p.m. Eastern, sorry, and 7 p.m. Central. Thank you very much, Evolving Fetus. I really appreciate your support. I might be doing after hours on Sunday. I just need to see if I'm available. Otherwise, I'll do those every second Sunday. It's just a Red Team take on some of the cyber news that happened this week. And you're more than happy to join. It's also at 8 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday. I haven't scheduled that yet, so don't hold me to the Sunday. But Evolving Fetus said he's gonna persuade me. I don't know how yet, but we'll see how he does that. And yeah, guys, thank you very much. And I'll be setting up the stream. It looks like our friend the Shy Hat is busy. Please stick around for him. He's an amazing streamer and you'll enjoy him. He's very good. Yeah, I'll just set that up. And let's get that up. Okay, almost there. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Have a good rest of your week and a good weekend. And all the best. Keep on hacking.